Okay, so on this one you have two square roots, but the one that has more than two, you're going to get at least one of them along and then square both sides. So when you square this side, you're going to have to FOIL it again. So I'm going to write out 1 minus root x again and take away that square. Okay, so then we have 3x plus 1, and then we need to FOIL this. So 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times negative root x is negative root x. That's a negative root x, and then negative root x times negative root x is going to be positive because negative times negative. And then if you had square root of x times square root of x, that's just square root of x squared, which is just x. Okay, so then we have 1 minus 2 root x plus x. And then I'm going to get all of these like terms on this side, so I'm going to minus 1. And if you minus 1, that actually goes away. Minus an x. So we get 2x equals negative 2 root x. Okay, and then there's a root there, so we're going to have to square both sides again. Now I put parentheses around it is because there's more than one thing there. So that's going to give me 4x squared equals negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. Root x squared is x. So I'm going to minus a 4x equals 0. And then we're going to have to factor. This has a GCF. 4x can come out of it. And we're left with x minus 1. So then each of these is set equal to 0. So 4x equals 0 and x minus 1 equals 0. So x equals 0 and x equals, if I add 1, that's just 1. Now this is really fast for this one. I just knew it was 0 because anything times a number to get you 0 has to be 0. So 4 times what would give you 0? It's just 0. And if you divide it by 4, 0 divided by 4 is 0. Okay, number 27. Okay, so this one has two terms, so I'm going to keep it on that side, and then I'm going to move this over. So I'm going to have root x plus 5 equals 5 minus root x. And then we're going to have to square both sides. So I'm just going to FOIL this. Okay, so then I have x plus 5 equals 5 times 5 is 25. 5 minus root x is negative 5 root x. Another negative 5 root x. And then negative times negative is positive. Root x times root x is just x. Okay, let's simplify. 25 minus 10 root x plus x. Okay, so I'm going to minus x. Oh, and that goes away. Minus 25. So I get negative 20 equals negative 10 root x. And then we're going to have to square that to get rid of that. These are big numbers to do on a calculator. Okay, negative 20, that's 400, I hope. You might want to check me on that. Yeah, that's 400, yeah. Negative 10 squared is positive 100, and then x. So divide by 100. Divide by 100, 4 equals x. We forgot to check the other ones to be extraneous solutions, but let's do that on this one. Okay, so let's plug in 4. 4 plus 5 is square root, oh, that's been blurry the whole time, I'm so sorry. So 4 plus 5 is 9, so square root of 9, plus square root of 4 equals 5, let's see. So 3 plus 2, yep, that equals 5, so then it worked. So I always made my students put a check mark to show up that they checked it. Okay, this one is a little different because it's a cube root, so there's a 3 on the shelf. And if you want to get rid of a cube root, all you have to do is cube it. So negative 2 cubed, I'm going to write that out. Negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2. So that's positive 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. And then that got rid of our radical. So then I minus 4. That's negative 12. Divide by 3. So negative 12 divided by 3 is negative 4. And then we can check it. So 3 times negative 4 is negative 12. Plus 4 is negative 8. Cube root of negative 8, if you were to put that in your calculator, is indeed negative 2. So that one worked. Okay, last one I did was 43. So if it's 4th rooted, we're just going to do it to the 4th. Oh dear. I'm going to do this in my head. I need to have a calculator next to me when I make these videos. Okay, oh, I know an easy way. So 3 times 3 is 9. And 9, so 9 times 9 is 81. And that's 2x plus 1. So then I minus 1. 81 minus 1 is 80. Divide by 2. X equals 40. Okay, let's check it. 2 times 40 is 80. 80 plus 1 is 81. The 4th root of 81 is 3 because we did it backwards right there. So that's right. Okay, let me know if you have any more questions. These are kind of intense, but the biggest thing that you just need to remember is to get this. If there's more than one thing underneath the radical, get that alone and move everything else to the other side. And then you're going to have to FOIL that right side. So foiling can be kind of tricky, so let me know if you need some help on that.